Hey y'all, it's Alicia, and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. Happy Monday to you. Happy start of the week. It is early morning here. Monday is my super busy day, as y'all know. So it's still dark out. I have to keep my voice a little down because all my windows are open on my lanai and I don't want to wake any neighbors. You can see the cute little ghosty that Sabrina Crafty Mom and Son sent me because it's cute to keep nearby for when the grandkids call. And also next to that is my okay but first coffee and my card from Michelle Ipsy. So I mean it's a nice little backdrop and a reminder of all the great Happy Meal. Speaking of Happy Meal, yesterday was Happy Meal Day, and that's why we did not launch, as we typically do, our We Wishes. Normally I do it on a Sunday, as you all know, but I moved it to today because I had a lot of Happy Meal to share. I was very fortunate this week, and I wanted to sort of share that experience with you yesterday. So today we are doing our We Wishes for this month. As you all know, the angels have been on holiday, and it has been a much deserved holiday, y'all. After COVID and PPE, they really needed a break. So I'm super glad that they've taken one. It is so well deserved. I'm hoping that they'll continue to take breaks. We shall see. You never know with this group of amazing women. But this month is a special edition because we are now heading into October. And typically around this time of year, we also ask you what your holiday wish is. Notice we don't say Christmas, we say holiday because we want to encapsulate Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. And if you're Muslim, we want to respect Ramadan and Eid, which I know has already passed. But we want to make sure we're encompassing all celebrations. And sometimes Eid falls and Ramadan falls right around Christmas. This year it was early. But we want to be respectful to everybody and make this inclusive to everybody. So we call it a holiday wish. So in addition to your We Wish, which is $10 and under, or it's free, because some people last month wanted die cuts or punches or leftover ephemera, and that's free, y'all. That has to be $10 and under. If it's a weighty want, we've raised it to $25 and under. And that's just because so many folks, y'all, need a scoreboard. And it's really hard to get a scoreboard for less than $25 today. Most of us have lost our Tuesday mornings, and to just order one from any of the major suppliers is going to be $30. So we've said weighty wants are around $25 with a little wiggle room, because if it's a scoreboard like Christina in Michigan wants, that's really going to run you about $30. And we know that. So that's why we've increased it to that amount. Well, in addition to your weighty wants, your We Wishes, this month we'd like you to also list your holiday want. And we're going to just call it that instead of a Christmas want, so it's inclusive for everyone. And the holiday want should be something $15 or less. And the reason we do it this early at the start of October is many of us are compiling our holiday shopping lists already because, we're all on a budget. We were all on a budget before COVID. Thanks to COVID, a lot of people have been laid off. People have had to spend a fortune on PPE. I have never spent so much money on cleaning products in my life. And I know I'm not alone. So, you add my latex, my nitrile gloves and all my other stuff to that, y'all, and it's a small fortune. So their budgets are stretched. So it's important that we list our holiday wants now, because a lot of us are already compiling our holiday shopping lists so that when we can afford to pick up things for people and we see them, we do. That's why it's going to be helpful for us to know what your holiday want is now. So you're going to list your We Wish, $10 or less, or free, your weighty want, which is about $25 or under, or it could be free too. Look, Miss Deb Hendrick is looking for Martha Stewart punches or any good quality punches. I know Pat is really in need, y'all, of a 1.5 inch circle punch. If anyone has one, could you please, I would really appreciate it if you could get one to Miss Pat. I actually looked at our Hobby Lobby and mine didn't have. So I wish I had known during the Sussex sale, because they did have one. So if any of you have an extra one lying around, or your Hobby Lobby has it really cheap, I know Pat could really use one. Different strains cause different problems for different people's hands. For Pat, die cutting is excruciating, and a punch is easier. I actually find punches much harder. I even tried buying the Fisker squeeze ones. Oh, y'all, with this hand thing right now, I cannot even touch my squeeze ones. But we all have different challenges, and Pat finds a punch so much easier. So actually, I would even say if you had any extra punches at all that you're not using, I know Pat would so appreciate it, and it would help her health. She's never going to come on here and say she needs punches, so I'm going to say it for her, y'all. I'm going to make that one of her wishes. But she doesn't mind if it's used, y'all. Most of us don't, because we look after our craft supplies, and so they last. So, you know, a lot of the items like Deb wanted used punches, Pat would love used punches, those are really, it's just the cost of shipping. That's really all it is. So a weighty wand is 25 and under or free. And then if you could list a holiday wand for us. And for that, we're putting a cap of $15 because of COVID. So something $15 or under that you would really want as a treat. Not like die cuts, y'all. Something that like, you look at your craft stash and you're like, if I only had this. Because I think the thing about a holiday gift that's so special, if it's really well chosen, is that it's something you won't buy for yourself, but boy, would you really love to have. That's what we want you to list today, what your holiday want is. So this is a special edition of We Wishes, because it's our holiday round. So again, just a quick reminder in case you're new here, because we have new folks on this channel who have graciously introduced yourselves to us, and you even came on the live and introduced yourself, which really touched me and so many of our community. We want you to feel super welcome, by the way. We really do, and we hope you continue to participate, not just in comments, but on the live. And it's been such a pleasure meeting all of you. So just because we have some new folks, I want to make sure I repeat the rules because they're really simple. You can make a wee wish, a weighty want, and a holiday want. And the only thing that we ask you to do is to check back every couple of days, because people will respond to you directly on your want. Like when you make your comment and you leave your wishes and your wants, they'll reply to you directly. They don't come through me. So you want to check back every couple of days, because people will contact you asking you for your address. I do not release people's addresses without permission, ever, ever. And we, you know, in our group, we have a pretty solid Rolodex of everyone's information now, but that's really sacred. And we feel, you know, that whenever you have someone's personal home address, it's like a trusted entity. And not that anyone's out to do any crafty mischief, but we feel a moral responsibility. So it's always better that you give out your address freely to somebody, and we always prefer it that way. So you have to make sure you check back every couple of days, because people will contact you on your comment and say, okay, here's my email address. Send me your address. I'm going to grant your wish. And sometimes, y'all, they send it to you anonymously. That happens too. Our angels are often up to no good, and they send out angel mail. Now, our angels have been on holiday, and that holiday is slowly lifting. I hope they take a little more time, because to be honest, during COVID, I don't know what we would have done without these women. I just don't. I don't think there's any way to properly thank them, and except to keep saying thank you for everything you did. So although the holiday is kind of coming to an end, I'm really hoping that maybe y'all take a little more time, because you did so much good, and we are also grateful to you. The other thing for people who are new to We Wishes is our only requirement is that you don't pop in here to make a wish, get it granted, and then leave. This is a community supported program, and people grant each other's wishes as often as they can, and it's miraculous. This program runs itself. I'm just the conduit for the video. It really does run itself. And so we want everyone to be respectful, because sometimes people come in and they grant a wish one month, the next month they have a wish. It's a very fluid program, and it works beautifully, but it's based on trust and common respect for one another. So if you are going to participate, and by all means, if you're new, feel free to make a wish. Just make sure that you're becoming part of the crafty community, so that people feel that you didn't just come here for that. You came here actually to make friends. And that's actually the greatest gift. Far more important than the wish anyway. Well, y'all, it's an exciting round. I can't wait to see what everybody's holiday wants are. I will tell you, I really want to give up my weighty want to Pat for this month. She really could use some new punches. And anyone who has some, I would just be super grateful if you would send those to her. I know what it's like to have a hard time making. I really do. And when you don't have the tools to make it easier for you, it's a struggle. And so anything we can do to help people who have some physical limitations, I'm a big fan of. Last night, the husband, I got to share this with you. So was working on something and it needed to be fussy cut and I couldn't cut, right? Because I'm cutting with my left hand, and I told you all I'm not as good with my left hand. So he was like, I'll help you. And it was like nerve-wracking. And I wanted to film it to share it with you, but he was like, don't you dare. So, I'm a big fan of, granting wishes for people who need tools to make crafting possible for them. Because, we don't want physical limitations to ban anyone from crafting. So my weighty want for this month is for Pat to get some punches. She would love some floral punches. I know she loves heart punches. Now I got her a simple heart punch, but I know she would love something more intricate. Any kind of punch she would appreciate. So if any of you have any extra ones, she doesn't mind if they're used. It's not an issue at all. We all take care of our supplies. She'd just be happy to have them, y'all. And my only other wee wish is Tami Stampin' Therapy has been so supportive of our craft family. And I mean that. I can't tell you. And I mean I can't tell you how supportive she's been. And last month she asked for eyelash trim from the DT, but really what she'd like is some eyelash trim. And I'm actually late getting out my wee wishes. I got some out earlier in the month, then I sent out Happy Mail, and y'all know I'm on a tighter budget because I blew my postal budget again. I think then the postal rates are going up again, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm a little late, but I'm getting out some eyelash trim to Tami. But I'd love it if any of you have extra eyelash trim, if you can get some to Tami Stampin' Therapy. That's my wee wish this month. She has just been an incredible force in our community. She is so community minded, and so that's my wee wish, y'all. My holiday wishes, actually, don't laugh. I would love some Christmas tree die cuts. That's my holiday wish. I have but one Christmas tree die, and it's not my fave. So that's my holiday wish. I'd love some Christmas tree die cuts. And I know I said don't make it something like that, but in my case, that's actually what I really want. So I hope you look forward to this special edition. We look forward to seeing what your holiday wishes are. And as always, I'm wishing for you a happy and a healthy week. Happy wishing, y'all. Happy wishing.